Let me ask you something. How is it possible that we spend over a decade in school learning equations, literature, and science, yet no one teaches us how to handle our own money? We graduate knowing how to solve complex problems on paper, but not how to handle rent, debt, or a financial emergency. Strange, right? Because the moment real life starts, money becomes one of the biggest pressures we face, and somehow we're expected to just figure it out. So if you've ever felt confused about your finances, stressed about bills, or stuck in a cycle where your money disappears as fast as it comes in, understand this. You weren't trained for this, but today, that changes. This isn't going to be a boring finance lecture. Think of this as your reset point, because once you truly understand how money works, everything shifts. You stop guessing and start making intentional decisions. You stop reacting and start planning. You stop surviving and start building. Welcome to a simple, practical guide to taking control of your money, even if you're starting from nothing. No finance degree required, no huge savings needed, just a willingness to learn and apply. By the end of this, you'll have a clear foundation, how to manage your money, avoid common traps, and start building something that actually lasts. Let's begin. First, let's define what actually matters here. Financial literacy isn't about complicated terms or becoming some Wall Street expert. It's about understanding how money flows in your life, how you earn it, use it, grow it, and protect it. That's it. It's the difference between being in control of your money or constantly feeling like it controls you. Now think back. How much of this did school actually teach you? Credit? Interest? Taxes? Budgeting? Probably little to none. That's not an accident. Most systems are designed to prepare people to earn income, not necessarily to build wealth. But here's the upside. This is a skill you can learn anytime. And once you do, your perspective changes fast. You start making decisions from clarity instead of stress. You begin thinking long-term instead of just getting through the month. Here's a truth most people overlook. It's not about how much you make. It's about how you manage what you make. There are people earning modest incomes who build stability, and others earning a lot who still struggle. The difference isn't income, it's behavior. Once you understand that, you stop chasing shortcuts and start building something solid. Let's keep it real. Have you ever checked your account and thought, where did all my money go? That's what happens without a system. Money doesn't disappear all at once. It leaks. Small purchases, random spending, unnoticed habits, until suddenly it's gone. A budget fixes that. And no, it's not about restriction. It's about clarity. A budget is simply a plan for your money before you spend it. Because if you don't decide where your money goes, it will decide for you. You don't need anything complicated to start. A simple structure like this works. Around 50% for essentials, 30% for lifestyle and wants, 20% for savings or paying off debt. Treat it as a guide, not a rule book. Another option is assigning every pound a job, so by the end of the month, nothing is unaccounted for. But here's where most people fail. They create a budget and never look at it again. That doesn't work. You need to check in regularly, adjust when needed, and stay honest about your habits. And remember, budgeting isn't about cutting everything out. It's about choosing what actually matters to you. If you enjoy travel, plan for it. If you value experiences, make space for them. The goal isn't restriction, it's intentional spending. Now let's talk about income, because managing money only works if money is coming in. Most people rely on one source, their job. That's called active income. You trade time for money. It's necessary, but it has limits. There are only so many hours you can work. That's why long-term growth requires thinking beyond just a paycheck. This is where additional income streams come in. Things like investments, digital products, side businesses, or assets that generate income over time. These don't happen overnight. Most require effort up front, but over time they can start generating money with less direct involvement. That's the goal, creating systems that don't rely entirely on your time. So how do you start? First, strengthen your main income. Improve your skills. Increase your earning potential. Then begin adding layers, even small ones. A side project, a simple investment, a skill you can monetize. Over time, those layers stack, and that's how stability, and eventually freedom, gets built. Debt has a bad reputation, and for good reason. But the truth is, not all debt is the same. Some debt can support growth, like education or building something that increases your income. Other types, they drain you. High-interest debt, impulse spending, financing things that lose value quickly, that's where people get stuck. The real issue isn't debt itself, it's how it's used. Interest is what makes it dangerous. A balance left unpaid can quietly grow and cost far more than the original purchase. So the first step is awareness. Know exactly what you owe, every balance, every rate. Then choose a strategy. Focus on clearing smaller debts for quick wins, or tackle high-interest ones first to reduce long-term cost. Both approaches work. Consistency matters more than method. And just as important, stop adding new debt while you're trying to eliminate it. Debt is manageable, but ignoring it makes it grow. Facing it directly is what gives you control back. Let's talk about saving, but not in the usual way. Most people try to save whatever is left at the end of the month. The problem? There's usually nothing left. So flip the order. Set aside money first before spending on anything else. Even if it's small, make it automatic. Treat it like a non-negotiable expense. Because consistency matters more than the amount. Over time, those small contributions build into something meaningful. But saving isn't just about emergencies. It's about flexibility. Opportunities show up unexpectedly, a business idea, an investment, a trip, a life decision. Savings give you the ability to say yes. And beyond that, it gives you something even more valuable, peace of mind. When you have a financial cushion, you think differently. You make decisions with less pressure. That's powerful. Here's the reality. Financial freedom isn't reserved for a select few. It's built through knowledge and consistent action. Not overnight, not perfectly, but steadily. If this opened your perspective even slightly, don't stop here. Take one step. Track your spending. Set up a simple budget. Start saving something, anything. Action is what turns information into results. And if you're serious about improving your financial life, stay with this journey, because this is just the foundation. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to begin. And remember, money isn't the end goal. Control is. Options are. Freedom is. And every smart decision you make moves you closer to that.